Hello, all my waxy friends out there. I am very excited to be doing this review with you today, but first, I am once again recording in my boyfriend's man cave recording studio room that I know I've pointed out before, but yeah, he's got some interesting stuff in here, so don't mind that in the background. Some Pink Floyd and statue with the top hat and the Shaft poster. But before I do this review, I would like to point this out because I think this is pretty funny. We got a new piece of artwork. It was up in the dining room, but he didn't think that it fit. So I just want to show you this great new picture that his friend had made. It is indeed pizza and hot dogs, and they're attacking each other and partying together and eating each other with some big mushroom clouds in the background. Very interesting. So if that tells you anything about my environment in here. So today I'm going to be doing 30 Street Wax review on my latest haul. This is her second restock. I know that you guys have heard me talk about her in Wax Uncensored. Her purple castles from her first restock is my absolute favorite. It is lavender and marshmallow. That is not in this bunch here, but it will be in her new restock, which will be on June 11th. And I highly suggest, I know people are very leery about trying new vendors, but her product is absolutely incredible. I always get at least 2 to 3 days out of half a chunk in my Glade or my 24-watt hot plate. So if you're one of those people who absolutely likes to try new things, I really suggest that you go and check her out. And I would like to point out how cute her labels are. They have her Etsy address on there and her Facebook group, which is 30 Street Wax. And this is a feature that I haven't really seen from any other company, but I'm still kind of new, so I'm not too sure. But she has the scent name and the scent description, the pour date, and also a little warning on the bottom to keep away from pets and children. And I think this is very helpful, and I like this feature because I know that when I pop a tart in and I catch a whiff of like a certain scent, it really drives me nuts to sit there and try and figure out what it is, because her tarts are very complex with a lot of different scents in them, and it just, yeah, it drives me nuts. So I like to have that on there so I don't have to run to my phone or my computer to actually look up the scent. So that's very handy, and I think more vendors, if they do chunks or stuff like that, should utilize that feature because it's great. I love it. And that's something that I've uniquely seen to her products so far. How I came about 30 Street Wax, I stumbled upon her page before she did her grand opening on her first restock, and I actually wasn't able to afford to order anything at the time because I was on a ban. I had gone way crazy, and my boyfriend would have totally killed me. And she approached me after her first restock. Somebody had given her a not so good review, and everybody else had given her great reviews, so she just wanted to make sure before she did her second opening that the product was up to snuff. And she approached me because she knew I had been doing some testing for a couple of other friends of mine, and I absolutely fell in love with her product. She had sent me just a couple of tarts to test out and get back to her, and I'm so glad that she did that because every single opening she has now, I will be ordering from her. Her product is just ridiculously good, and her scents are very unique that I haven't seen anywhere else. So I'm going to start off with Velveteen Rabbit. This is comforting notes of fresh honey and toffee, bits, fresh notes of citrus, baby powder, and jasmine, and the sweet, playful notes of cotton candy, raspberries, and sweet lemon. So this was kind of a buy on the whim for me because I'm not usually like a cleaner scent person, but I thought that the baby powder would be perfectly balanced with the fruity scents that she had described in there. And this is what the chunk looks like. You can see the glitter on there, and I love glitter, so I'm a fan of this. But also on every side you can see the multicolored chunks all the way through, and I think that's very pretty. And this one's actually one of my favorites because it's pink and blue and yellow, and that's pretty pastel. So to me, when I smell this, I get citrus and I get the baby powder. I'm not really smelling like the raspberries and the cotton candy. That may come out more when I burn it, but it does perfectly contrast each other. You do catch a fruity note to it, but I'm just not smelling lemon, raspberries, or cotton candy. But it does smell really good, and it's beautiful. So in addition to her chunk, she also does cupcakes. And this one is called Rapa Nui. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm probably butchering it. And you can see, well, maybe not because my camera's terrible, but this is a two-toned cupcake, and it has green on the top and yellow on the bottom. Once again with the glitter. This is actually a really good size cupcake. I break them, or I cut them into twos because, yeah, that would just be too much in my Glade warmer. Or if I put in my 24 watt, it probably could handle it, but it doesn't need it. It scents very well on its own. So this one is Worship on the Polynesian Beaches with the mingling scents of fresh coconut, oranges, nectarines, mangoes, lemon, lime, pineapple, and ripe juicy honeydew melon. And I got this one because in the summer I tend to do a lot of fresh fruit blends. It goes great with summer. And this one, immediately when I smell it, I get the coconut, I get the pineapple, and I'm getting the melon and lemon lime. So they're perfectly balanced all throughout. And she does point out on her page that she blends, even though they're two different colors, she blends the scents through both colors. So if you want to just cut the top off and burn it, you're going to get the same scent as if you just did the bottom. But I cut them down the middle. But I think that's great, even though everything's all different colors. They're blended all throughout all the different colors. So the next one I have here is Emerald City. This is Follow the Yellow Brick Road to this bewitching scent of crisp Granny Smith green apples, ripe and juicy honeydew melons, and sweet spun sugar. This also happens to be one of my favorites in this batch. Sorry about the crinkling. I don't like it. Some people do. And this one is blue and green. Once again, very pretty, good sized chunk. When I smell this, the first thing that jumps out at me is the apples. It just smells like, I don't know, almost like a candy apple, but not really, just like a sugary apple, I should say. And then after you smell it again, you get the hint of the honeydew. It's great. I can't wait to melt this one. I'm kind of actually like hoarding this one because it's one of my favorites. And the next one is the King's Table, a heavenly breakfast, scrumptious pumpkin waffles with butter, pure maple syrup, and brown sugar pecans, topped with fresh juicy peaches and delicious fluffy whipped cream. And this is another chunk. And this one is brown and white and peach. And this one, immediately when I smell it, I smell the peaches first and the pumpkin waffles, and then you get the pecans. This, I think, would be a good fall scent. I'm kind of weird, like I don't melt a lot of fall stuff during the summer and the spring. Oh my god, this just makes me want to go eat a waffle right now. I don't know. It's great, and I hope it smells as good melting. So I think I'll probably save this one more for the fall, when I can really thoroughly enjoy it. Like I said, in the summer, I'm more of the light cotton candy, bubblegum, fruity scent person. The next one I have is Under the Boardwalk. This is Under the Boardwalk Down by the Sea, like the song. Some of the best summer sweets, a perfect blend of warm funnel cakes with powdery confectioner sugar, fruity breakfast cereal, and big fluffy marshmallows. Now this one I actually did test out. So there's only half a chunk here. I kind of wanted to wait to do this review so I could give you the warm throw on some of these. So I did test out 3 of them so far, so I could give that to you. And this one is very pretty also. I thought this one, oh, there, yep, there it is. There's yellow, blue. And immediately when I smell this, I get the funnel cakes. with something fruity, which is probably like Fruit Loop scent. And I put this one in my 24 watt burner. Sorry, I have to kind of remember what burner I use for what. And this one lasted for about 2 days, and believe it or not, it kind of overpowered the rose girls I had in my glade that was in my bedroom. And I really like this one, so now I'm going to be hoarding this chunk because it's just, it reminds me of a carnival, actually. Just all the scents together. It's really good, and I don't want to use my last half of the trunk because who knows when I can get more. The next one I have is Secrets of the Sideshow, an intriguing concoction starting with effervescent sparkling lemonade. Tiny hints of orange and pineapple are perfectly balanced with fresh strawberry and completed with tropical guava. I've never had a lemonade scent. I lie. I've had one, but I haven't burned it yet. But it was just a plain lemonade, so this is kind of different. And it's kind of weird. I don't know if anybody's had a effervescent tart. Like, I've had a few. I've had some from Front Porch that were Mountain Dew, Vintage Chic Scents, Shirley Temple. You get, it's weird. You can actually smell the fizz, and I didn't think you could like smell fizz, but you can. You get the, makes your nose kind of tingle a little bit. But this one, when I smell it, I definitely get the fruity lemonade. Kind of reminds me of like raspberry lemonade. It's really great, and this one is gorgeous. Yellow and pink together. It's just beautiful. There's the top with pink glitter. I love it. And she also, in addition to the chunks and the cupcakes, she does do cameos for in a 2-pack. I believe she does these for two for $2.25, and they're very pretty. I've seen this mold before from Etsy when I was looking into different molds, and they've gotten a little like smudgy from being in my hot house. It's been really warm here in New York. And this one is actually called Texas Choice. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. The tart, juicy scent of ruby red grapefruit is a tribute to the accidental discovery of a red grapefruit growing on a pink grapefruit tree in 1929. So there you go. You get a little history with your reading your tart description. And this one is just pure red grapefruit. I have found from other companies that I actually like red grapefruit, and it's kind of accidental because I never would have bought red grapefruit. So when I saw this on her scent list, I was excited because I now know that I like red grapefruit. And this is just total pure red grapefruit citrus. I really like it. This may be tied in my top 2 favorite companies' red grapefruit scents. Like I said, those ones come 2 in a pack, and my package is a little smudgy. It was like 90 degrees here in New York today. The next one is Dancing in Babylon. Persephone's legacy brings us wild notes of sweet pea with hyacinth, lily of the valley, and jasmine, playing sweetly with freshly sliced forbidden pomegranate and a fruity bouquet of vanilla. And this one was missing from my initial order, and she actually definitely made up for it because she sent me 2 of this scent, which she didn't have to do that, but she did. And she quickly replaced it. I think it was here like 3-4 days after I had told her that it was missing. And this is one of the cupcakes. As soon as I open it, I just got like a fruity whiff. And 2-tone purple on this one. You definitely get the floral in this, and I've said it 100 times in my videos. I'm not a floral person, but mixed with the pomegranate in this and all the different florals mixed together, it's not overly floral, but you can still smell it there. And she's made comments in her videos that she's not a big floral person, so you can be sure if she has florals in her scent, they're not going to be overpowering, because she doesn't want to do that, because she's not a big fan. And I have to agree with that. I'm not a big floral fan, and it's one of the most biggest scents that people don't like to go for. But yeah, this is perfectly contrasted. I actually burned a half of the other one that she had sent me, and it lasted about 3 days in my Glade warmer, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful scent. This is one of the sample shots she had sent me, and I actually got this one in my testers. This is Balinese Breeze. This tropical scent will blow you away with true, fresh, ripened bananas and creamy vanilla coconut. Don't forget your shades. Cute. And on her scent shots, she also has the same label with her Facebook address and her email address, and the little warning on the back. And on the top, she has the scent description. And this one here reminds me of... Are you serious right now? Sorry, my mouse kind of timed out. This one here actually reminds me of like a pina colada almost. It's got the creamy coconut kind of mixed with the banana. Kind of makes me want a tropical drink right now. The next one I have here is 1989. Tooth-achingly sweet rock candy brings fruity notes of cherry, strawberry, and citrus blended with classic pink bubblegum and syrupy blue raspberry snow cones. So, those of you that know my taste know that I am a huge fan of bubblegum. I'm a fan of strawberry, and blue raspberry snow cones just sounds delightful. So, this one here is actually super sweet. I like it. And I've already half used this one, so I can give you a scent description, so it's kind of falling apart. Love the colors on top. This is yellow if you can't tell on my camera. Purple, pink, blue. It's just gorgeous. And when I smell this, I don't know why, but I smell, it must be the rock candy. I just immediately smell like grape bubblicious gum. And I think it must be like the snow cones and the raspberry snow cones and the rock candy and the bubble gum all mixed together. And I burned this. It lasted 3 days in my 24 watt, which is kind of crazy. Usually the 24 watt tends to suck the scent out a lot faster, but it lasted for 3 days and it was pretty strong. It made its way into my bedroom, and I have an open floor plan. But this one's very, very sweet scent, so if you don't like overly sweet, I definitely wouldn't go with this. Love it though. The next one I have is Vaudeville. The lineup for this variety show is a double bill: tart, floral, and fruity kiwi blended with sweet red strawberries. Anything goes with this playful scent. And this one is very pretty. It is pink and green, even though it kind of looks teal on my computer. When I smell this one, I get the floral and I get the kiwi, but to me it smells a lot more floral than anything else. I know kiwi's a hard scent to pick up in a tart, so I'm hoping when I burn this one I get more of the fruity contrast with the floral. And the last one I have is Queen Mab, which, let me tell you how excited I am for this one because it kind of reminds me of the Purple Castles. The Queen of Dreams will rule as you drift away on this serene, clean scent, a soothing bedtime blend of lavender, chamomile, and lily of the valley with intoxicating notes of citrus, powder, and African violet. And this one is blue and purple. Yes, I love this one. I don't like it as much as the Purple Castles, but I don't know because I haven't, if I will like it as much on warm throw. But I definitely smell the lavender and I smell the lily of the valley. I think I like the Purple Castles because I'm a big fan of lavender mixed with bakery, like marshmallow. This one definitely has a floral scent to it. I will be burning this in my bedroom when I do burn it because I like to have lavender in my bedroom to kind of relax me and get me ready to go to sleep at night. The last thing that she had sent me, and I can't really show you because I already used it, she uses like these little containers of scrub to send as little samples. She does offer scrubs. I didn't order any from her this time because I kind of went overboard with all these tarts, and I already had 2 scrubs to use up at home. Plus I knew I'd be ordering 2 from the Bathing Garden when they opened. But I may buy some from her this time if there's a scent that appeals to me. And this one was cucumber melon. Her sugar scrubs are more of like they do have a little creaminess to them. They're not a whipped scrub, but they're not the actual just hard sugar. I am not a big cucumber melon fan. I like her cucumber melon in the cameos, but in the wax, I don't like my body to smell like cucumber melon. But her wax is really good. She also, a friend had sent me a sample of her sugar scrub that was plumeria, and that was gorgeous. I loved it. I used it up, the little container, in like 2 days because it smelled so good. So this was my review on 30th Street Wax. Like I mentioned, she will be opening for her restock on June 11th, and she will have plenty of new scents and also be bringing back some of the popular scents from the last restock. I highly suggest Fluffy Pink, I think it's Fluffy Pink Cupcakes, and it's Fluffy Pink something, I can't remember the exact name right now, and Purple Castles. Those were my 2 absolute favorites. They were just absolutely delicious smelling. And she is fairly great pricing. Like I said, everything I think is at least $2, $2.25, and she ships them very nice in a box. It's not a padded envelope, and she shipped them out very quick. And because she's open for a set amount of time, she already has a bunch poured, but if she happens to go over that, she will keep pouring to satisfy everybody. And also, the other thing I really like about Jessica is that before she does a restock, she actually makes a video and posts it on her page to kind of give everybody a, you know, like, here's what's going on and here's what to expect, kind of have a interaction with her fans on Facebook. And I think that's really nice. I haven't seen too many vendors do that before a restock, and I know once you get a little bit bigger, it's harder to, you know, have that interaction with your fans. But just a simple video like that, it makes me love her even more. Definitely check her out. You will not be disappointed. Everybody that I know that has tried her stuff has been really surprised, even like the more people who only will buy from certain higher known vendors. I can't say enough, and I hope that you will give me some feedback if you do decide to check her out about how you like her stuff. And I hope everybody has a good evening. Bye!